So, guys, quickly today I want to make a preview analysis on how I enter my trades and what I see before I enter the trades. Take notes, bring out your pen and paper, and record each and every details I'm going to give you because I know so many people has been finding it difficult trading the technical analysis, but yeah, just like the saying goes, technical analysis alone will not make you profit. It will not make you profitable in the market in the forex industry. So you have to include your technical analysis at the same time. Make sure your mindset is configured, that your trading psychology is well intact. So this is how I see my charts first. Let me just make a diagram illustration of what I do before I take trades. So you guys can as well take maybe gain one or two values from it. Then from there you can place your trades as well. This is just the chart here. This is our plain charts. This is how the charts look. First of all, I use the weekly. I use the weekly. I use the weekly and the daily to spot my support and resistance lines. And when I go to the 4 hour and the 1 hour, I spot my zones. I use it. They are the zones and the lines are the same thing, but just that the difference is that once you come to zones, it fills a particular area of price. But lines is just explaining to you around a level, just a key level, maybe 0.01112, like that. But zone can occupy so many points level, so many point of prices. Like example now, these are the point of prices from here now, from this mark here. Let me just give you how a zone looks like. Let me give you how a zone looks like. Look, this is how a zone looks like here. This is how a zone looks like from this level to this level. You can see these are three price levels now: one, two, and three. Let me show you kindly. This is one, two, and three. So this is a zone now. Okay, if I just take this up, you can see it covered all the touches. Like if you zoom here, you can see the price also came back touched here now. So it's a zone. The reason why we are using a zone is because it has to cover your stop loss levels. A zone is just like an area where the big banks stack their prices. This is an area where they put their orders. Okay, you can also call it supply and demand. This is an area where they put their orders, but you can't just start to buy on a support resistance lines. You have to look for your zones. That is the reason why I offered you this opportunity of learning how to place entries, a critical entry that you're going to place, and you can as well call it a sniper entry. And prices will not even, yes, quite all right, you will take losses in trading, but your losses will not be that much as you compared to someone who takes trade without understanding that there are some levels, or there are some areas where you can take trade and there are some areas where you cannot take trades. These are just the principal beliefs of so many traders and so many successful traders, but to all to some of the unsuccessful traders, they fall victim of these things. Okay, so coming over to the chart, I'm already selecting my support resistance lines. I never said zones, I said lines. Now on the weekly, now this is what I'm doing, putting everything intact. So once I go to the lower time frame, I can now start looking for zones instead of lines. Bear in mind, zones and lines are the same thing, just that the slight difference is that a zone covers three or more or multiple price levels. These are, if you once you look at my left hand, these are my price levels. From one, this one, two, and these three lines can become a zone. The three lines can become a zone, so you can become a resistance zone or a support zone. But support and resistance lines only explain about just a single line, which is explaining a price level. Look at the price level, 1 point something like that. You see it on the left side of the screen. So that's how you spot zones. Okay, that's how you spot your zones. Now I think I'm almost done selecting it. This is the weekly time frame. Bear in mind, this is the weekly time frame. Bring out your pen and paper, write these things down because you're going to need this information sooner or later. Okay, I'm just selecting my support and resistance lines first. Then on the daily, I'll also select my support and resistance lines. Then, but on the 4 hour time frame is only where I select my zones. 4 hour and 1 hour is only where I select my zones because those levels are where I'm expecting to buy. I don't go deeper into the lower time frames because of the um, manipulations that are there. There are so many manipulations on the lower time frame. So if you want to avoid manipulations, you have to go away from the lower time frame. Bare minimum time frame you can attach to your trading as a newbie, as a beginner forex trader is 30 minutes time frame. From the weekly, daily, 4 hour, 1 hour, 30 minutes, you're good to go. But once you start to go over to this 15 minutes, 5 minutes, you're going to get sharp price movement and then you will be taken out because you're still trying to master some things. It's only professional traders that should be using those time frames to trade. So that's it. I think I'm done selecting the support and resistances here now. So the next thing to do is identify your trend. Let me go back to the weekly time frame and identify the trend there. This is the trend here now. Yeah. So this is the trend here. Okay. On the weekly time frame though. So once you go over to the weekly time frame and you get this trend, the next thing you should be doing is you're going to find out how did price get to this trend line. Did price come here impulsively or did price come here correctively? So that's what you're going to, if you check, this is the pattern in which price used in coming to this line. And what is this pattern? What is the symbol of this pattern now? If anyone can say it for sure, you can type in the comment section later. This pattern is what I call pennant. It's called pennant. I know some of you might be wanting to say it's channel, but it's not channel, it's called pennant. Another one that resembles this nature is flag. If it's like this, it's flag. But as you can see, it's some kind of should I say it's too steep. So the steeper the trend line, you can as well check what pattern it's forming. That's it. So on the daily time frame now, I'm done selecting the support and resistances on the left. Okay, I'm seeing one here. This is another one here now. Okay, support and resistances on the daily time frame. Once you are done, okay, what next now? You look for zones. You are going over to the 4 hour time frame to look for zones now. As you can see, it's already broken out of here. Retest giving us something like a manipulation. This is something like a head and shoulders pattern. So many people would think that it's a head and shoulders pattern. Okay, so this is a head and shoulder. This is a head and shoulders pattern. So this is a head and shoulders pattern. How many people are waiting for it to break and retest? But I'm not seeing it as a head and shoulders. I'm seeing it as a, a I'm seeing it as a triangle pattern which has already broken out of the trend line. As you can see, this is a breakout. And then not just a triangle pattern, we are also forming something like a double bottom within that triangle pattern. So this is another confirmation added to your confluences. You're having number one, you're having triangle pattern forming. No, sorry, number one is it broke out of this pennant. That's number one confirmation of your confluence. Number two is the triangle pattern. Number three is breaking out of triangle pattern, then retest. Retest is how you're going to know it's retested is look at this double bottom. You can see the double bottom here. Double bottom, this break, this retest. Let's check it on the lower time frame to know if there's any atom of retest by going to the 4 hour time frame. Like I said, look at the retest here now. The retest came as we expected, but then you have to find your zone. What is the zone? What is the zone there? Look at this zone now. as oh sorry, this is a wrong one. So this is result now. As you can see, if you watch very well, price tested here, went up, then tested this place again. Look at this. This is why I called it a zone. You might, some people might be waiting for it to come back to this line, but it might not come back to this line. Well, why? Because the mentality of what you, the tools you're using is going to also play a role. The psychology of the tools you're using is also going to play a role in your profitability. Okay, that's why I kept on saying psychology has 70% of forex trading, and then 30% of forex trading is technicals. So when they mean technicals, that doesn't mean, so when they mean psychology, that doesn't mean that you have to be reading trading in the zone or discipline trader every time. That's also a part of the psychology. But you have to also understand that behind even the candlestick formations, the candlestick um patterns also has the psychology of which they exist. The trend lines also has their psychology of which they exist. Like let's say, look at the trend line here now. Some people don't know that there's something called evolving trend line. This is a breakout and retest. Okay, this is a breakout retest. Price started going up now. This is a breakout retest. Price started going up. Okay, this is a breakout and retest. Price started going up. So some people fail to take profit because they believe that price is still going to continuously go up as it's already broken out of this trend line. But failingly, it just went below. They don't know that trend line has their psychology. Look at this evolving trend line. I just evolved this trend line now. So that's another thing there. You have to evolve to understand the concept of what you're doing. Now we already have a double bottom break and retest. What do I do next? This is the 1 hour time frame. I go to the 1 hour time frame. I still look for zones again. Look at another zones again. Like I told you. Sorry. As you can see, let's zoom this. You see what happened here. Price formed a resistance here, formed a resistance, came here, formed support, 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 then went below a resistance. So this is a zone now. You have to project it to the future to see what it has to give. As you can see, this is reacting very well now, very well and nicely. So what you're going to be looking for is this kind of thing to happen on your zone. You take another trade here. Don't be fearful, because those that are fearful are those that lose in the market in the long run. Look at it. Take another trade immediately. Don't even waste time. Because if you take an early trade here, price might resist. You just have to wait for a break and a retest of that zone. Always wait for a break and retest of a zone. Always do so. Wait for a break and retest of a zone. It really matters a lot in your trading. So as you can see, it already done what you needed it to do. I can also use Fibonacci in this trading, but I'm just using this completely price action without using the Fibonacci tool. The Fibonacci tool is among the price action trading tool, okay? But I don't want to confuse you guys. I just want to make it as simple as it is already. The market is already simple, just that so many people, due to psychological issues and technical knowledge, they don't have enough information at hand. They tend to misuse the information they have. So, and that information keeps on haunting them. If you don't want, you can as well do it like this, but I don't advise using this because it's going to fail you one day. Trend lines like this, it's better for you to use zones. That zones is well, is good. So look at it, it already broke out now. Just wait for your retest and then you take your trade. The same thing applies for Euro USD. We made profit today on Euro USD, banged it, and then we are done. Remember what I told you, a zone is an area, is a support resistance is a line, but a zone is an area of too many support and resistances. So as you can see, this is our zone now. You have to go over to the 1 hour time frame. Going over to the 1 hour time frame, you can just go and then zoom into the current price, see what price, how price is reacting to that zone. You go over to the 5 minute time frame, check if price is currently retesting. If price does this, it once I get this kind of a thing, Now I'm selling. I'll add another cell here. I'll add another cell without even wasting any atom of time. I'll add another cell. We'll continuously sell this market. Okay, so that's it. But meanwhile, as you can see, we already have a head and shoulders pattern formation. We already have a head and shoulders pattern formation now. And this is a breakout and retest. This is a breakout retest. This is a breakout retest and then sell. So this is where price is now. See, that's it. So going over to other pairs, almost the same thing. Just keep on doing the same thing, keep on getting the same information and the same results. But bear in mind, you have to calculate your risk always, all the time. Let your risk be in order, because if your risk is not in order, you're risking your capital going into the air, thin air. So guys, that's it. So make sure to tell me what you views you share in the videos in your comment section. Make sure to let me know what you think about the video and how it's affected or it changed your technical analysis and your approach. Bear in mind, before you go, I will leave you with this one vital information. Each and every of your technical analysis should be fixed on your mindset. You should make sure that your mindset is first of all accurate in the trading industry, because your psychology, if it's not accurate, no matter what type of technical analysis you use, you're still going to be in losses. Take for example now, food is kept in front of your table, a food is kept in front of your table, or maybe $1 million is kept in front of your table, but because of your psychology you felt like you're going to come back and see that $1 million there. Eventually you're going to take losses. That money, you might just go within a twinkle of an eye, you might just lose the money, and the money might not be there again. The opportunity is gone and gone forever. So that's the way psychology works. If you believe that in the market, that your psychology, you have to take profit, you have to pay yourself, because you already believe that anything can happen. The market can just swipe the profit it gives you. And if you believe that anything can happen, you just throw your stop loss into break even. And if you believe that anything can happen, you will just make sure you set your stop loss and set your take profit before opening the trade. Even if you mistakenly open the trade, make sure you set it immediately, not later, because the news might be around the corner and then spikes to take out all the money in your account, your funding account. And that's the way you just go shortage, and then you're no more in the market. Remember, first and foremost, your capital you should secure first. The main security is your capital. The main place you should apply proper risk management is your capital. Make sure your capital is secured first, which is your risk. Make sure your risk is secured first, then before you look for the profits in the market. Otherwise, if the bottom side is not secured and but the top side is secured, trust me, you might see all the profits in this world in forex trading, but you will never withdraw. Reasons why so many people are not withdrawing money is because they fail to secure the downside. They secure the upside only, but they don't remember to secure the downside. They feel that like the downside is always secure. They are doing opposite of what the successful traders are doing. So that is it. You make sure you secure your trades, and these things are common attributes of psychology. These are common consequences of psychology. If your psychology is messed up, you fail to know that market can reverse against you. You fail to understand that market can just move against you within a twinkle of an eye. So that's it, guys. That's it for the video, and thanks for watching. Thanks so much for watching, and I pray you guys subscribe so it can motivate me and make me more, make me I think to make more good videos, bringing more good values into the market, bringing more of my approaches and the fundamentals. Like, I also have so many values I want to share with you guys, but with the likes and the subscriptions I see on this current video, I'm going to make my top analysis on fundamentals, from the macroeconomics. Okay, the way I use macroeconomics, and also the way I use sentiment analysis to approach my technicals, and to be able to get even more of 90% accuracy once I'm predicting the market. So bear in mind everything I said. Make sure you jotted it on a paper, read it again, read it twice. You're going to